Yesterday, CNN decided to take an in-depth look, I guess you would call it, at the dumpster fire that Republicans have put out there as their potential 2022 midterm candidates. And the phrase dumpster fire is actually what these CNN panelists used to describe the current crop that the GOP is trying to feed to the American public. So take a look. Here is a CNN three-person panel absolutely trashing the best that the Republicans have to offer. Take a look.
They go to campaign with him and they end up standing behind him while he's talking about a bull getting lots of cows pregnant. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're standing behind him in the middle of this whole scandal. And I can't even imagine what they were thinking as he was saying that.
Thought bubbles?
The thought bubbles would have been amazing. But that is what they have to contend with when they put themselves out for these candidates.
So you make that decision, don't you? But you make that decision whether you're going to do that. Now, Scott runs the campaign committee. He's got a lot at stake here for himself personally.
Does.
Both of these guys want to be president, right? So they have to think of that.
Yeah, but look, when you're campaigning with a dumpster fire, you've got a fundamental problem, particularly when that thought bubble goes off. The fact is, they've gotten used to campaigning with dumpster fires, and they're willing to say that, you know what, Republicans will say, look, what do you expect me to do? Endorse a Democrat? Again, the idea that used to drive things, particularly when it comes to independence and election, is thinking about the voting for the person, not the party. And now it's party above all else, even when the candidate you're backing is a conspiracy theorist crackpot or someone who's manifestly incompetent.
That's because it's not the party. You know, it's control. And so it's not Herschel Walker.
No, that's right.
It's just about control of the Senate.
The letter after the name, of course.
I will leave it at this. When you campaign with a dumpster fire, at some point, you will be downwind. You know that.
Yes.
Honestly, couldn't have said it better myself. But they do have a really good point to make too, right? This is not just let's make fun of Republicans, right? We can do that all day, every day. What they're doing is pointing out the fact that quality no longer matters. The Republican Party is not actually out there fielding qualified people. They're putting whoever out there that they believe might have a slim chance at winning because all they care about is the power. And as I've pointed out, both at Ring of Fire and in other interviews, the reason Republicans are like hyper-focused on Herschel Walker's race, as opposed to some of the other struggling dumpster fire Republicans out there, is because Walker's an idiot. And again, I'm not saying that just to make fun of him. I'm saying he is basically a useful idiot for the Republican Party. He's the kind of guy they can put out there to say whatever the hell they want him to say. He's not going to check it. He's not going to understand it. But he can be their pitch man, right? And of course, having two black Republican senators, oh my God, that would be a first in history, right? And they can use him to, of course, sell some of their racist policies by not having a white face on it. Let's be honest, that's a lot of what is going on here in the state of Georgia, which is why Rick Scott, as they pointed out, has gone down there. Tom Cotton has gone down there. This seat is so important to them because Herschel Walker is a lump of clay that they can mold into whatever they want. They don't care about the abortion stuff. They don't care about all the lies. They don't care about the fake police badge. They don't care about any of it because they need that seat. Same could be said of Dr. Oz. Same could be said of Blake Masters. Same could be said of a lot of these Republicans out there. J.D. Vance. And outside of the Senate, Carrie Lake, Doug Mastriano, people like that 10 years ago wouldn't even have a seat at the Republican table. And I think that's really at the heart of what these CNN panelists were getting at. It used to be, every election you probably got one, maybe two nut jobs out there. You'd have a Sarah Palin, but she would kind of be the extreme and there weren't many like her. You'd have a Christine, I'm not a witch, O'Donnell. And she would take all the heat because she's the weirdest, wackiest one out there. You can't even keep track of them anymore these days. There's so many nutsos out there running for office as Republicans that we have never seen numbers like this before. And I'll end by saying this. The thing that worries me the most is with as many crazies as we see running in the Republican Party today, I can promise you 2024 is going to be so much worse. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low, low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.